Robert Hinkson will tee it up for the Greyhounds at his own 30-yard line. Back deep for the Lions will be number 7, Mason Pope.
Nice breeze coming from the south here.
Oh, it's sure nice to see that. And he's going to pooch kick it again.
It's a really nice kick.
Going to be fielded, a fair catch field at the 22-yard line.
Not too bad there. You like to see that.
So the Lions will have it 1st and 15 from their own 20, we'll call it 24-yard lines, about 23 and a half.
Still a young defense for the Strawn Greyhounds. I mean, expect nothing's going to be perfect here. They got some young guys out there making plays. We'll see what happens here.
And they're going to come out once again in that unbalanced left gun formation. Dunsworth up the up back, Pope the deep back. They're going to give it to Pope, looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Got a receiver wide open across the field, and he just overthrew him a little bit. And I got to tell you, that might not have been an overthrow. He may have just got his feet caught up underneath him and couldn't make the catch.
Throw on the run. I mean that was a hard throw to make in general. I wouldn't expect a lot of mistakes to be made like that when you got someone as open as he was right there. Just a lapse in judgment right there.
And there wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
I mean, that was a house call if you caught that. Love to see that on the Strawn side.
They'll come out on second down. Second down and 15. Dunsworth will take it out of the gun. He's going to fake it. And the ball is on the ground. They're looking for room to run. I don't think he can run that. Mason Pope is going to try to run it, and he's going to get down to about the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up third down here.
Good defensive stand from the Greyhounds here. We saw them give up a lot of big plays later on in the drive. That third down, fourth down situation. Let's see if they can tighten up here. Don't let anyone sneak behind them like they were last week. Let's tighten up here on defense for the Greyhounds.
You know, you saw the previous play. They did get behind the defense, so that's something that the coaches are definitely going to be harping on them about. Hey, you're going to have to watch what's coming in behind you. Don't let anybody behind you.
Do not over pursue. Coach Lee is a man that wants you to break down and stay in front of your offender.
And they are taking their time to come out here. Play clock down to 10. They'll come out once again in that unbalanced right gun. Now they'll move unbalanced left.
Strawn got some couple men deeper.
Dunsworth's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Pope. Going left, looking for room to run, and there is nowhere to go. Brought down by number 21 and number 1, Nick Lynn and Dennis Fuentes.
There is a penalty on the play. It looks like ref threw a flag. Looks like it's going to be holding on the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
And they'll decline that penalty. That'll bring up fourth down and about 21 or 22 for Dallas Lutheran.
I want to say this is a good sign from Strawn, but last week they gave up a lot of big plays on fourth down. We want to see early on here that they can make big play stops on fourth down and get great field advantage.
Yes, this is going to be a huge play right here for not only Dallas Lutheran, but for the Greyhound defense. You really want them, because of the mistakes they made last week. We'll see what they do.
Wow.
Dallas Lutheran is going to come out in the gun, spread formation, trips to the left. Dunsworth is up, going to get faked it to Pope, and he's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. That picket almost picked off by number 3, Robert Hinkson. What a play there. He almost stepped in front of it, and if he catches that, there's nothing but green pastures and touchdown for him.
Hey, Nick Lynn, once again, the young man back there getting pressure on the quarterback, making it not as easy of a throw for him. Great defensive stand. That's just what we wanted to see from the Greyhounds. They got great field position. I would expect a touchdown here. They got the energy going.
Greyhounds have it 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. They'll come out in the T formation. Casey Nunez brings them to the line. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Barcenas going right, and he's got room to run. He hits the 10-5, gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Barcenas.
And that is the bread and butter from Strawn. They can run the ball all day long.
5:32 to go in the first. The Greyhounds strike again, make it 13-8 with the points after to come.
The two running backs, Robert Hinkson and Iron Mike Barcenas, making great plays early on. You love to see that.
And the blocking on that right there was
stupendous.
Fabulous. Stupendous. I loved it.
And he's got a boot for a leg.
And it is up and good. 5:32 to go in the first. Greyhounds lead it 15-8 over the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
That's something we didn't see a lot last week for the Greyhounds. Great fourth place stop there for them.
That was a great play.
That was huge. Huge for their confidence, huge for the morale of the team. I mean, now that we've seen them be able to stop them on fourth down, I would expect multiple drives back-to-back where they get big stops. Once you get that confidence and that energy flowing on the defensive side, everybody just corrals to the ball and you're all over it like a ball hawk.
Greyhounds will come back to their own 30-yard line. Well, they'll tee it up. It'll be Robert Hinkson, the man on the kick for the Greyhounds, and he's got a heck of a left leg. We saw it last week. He'll put it in the end zone, deep in the end zone. These first two here have just been little pooch kicks, and I think that what they're trying to do is just trying to catch them off a little bit, put it in the air and give them a little time to get down. Let's see what they do this time.
It's one thing to have a big leg, but when you're a lefty and a big leg, that's not something you see too often.
Mason Pope back deep for the Lions. He's going to pooch it again. Once again, a fair catch called, and that's going to be number 3, Micah Bohink. And Dallas Lutheran will have it 1st and 15 from the 23-yard line, their own 23-yard line. I like what they're doing there, taking those they're putting them deep in their own end zone, and they're calling for that fair catch. And you know, honestly, he's got time to take that ball and run.
Definitely. You're up, what is it here? You're up 2, you're up 1 touchdown. You have nothing but the time on your side here. Put them in a tough spot early on. Don't kick it out of the end zone. Don't give them good field position, and you're good to go here.
Dallas Lutheran will come out. Spread formation, trips to the left. Dunsworth, the up man, Pope, the deep man. They're going to fake it to Pope, and he rolls to the left. Dunsworth looking to throw under heavy pressure. He's going to throw it up. Almost picked off by Marco Marcinus. And another outstanding defensive play by the Greyhounds.
I mean, the strong Greyhounds are not being fooled at all. They're all over that. You can definitely tell they watch film. When they go on that trips, you're noticing, if you're watching at home, when Dallas Lutheran gets in that trip setup, they're running a lot of cross routes. Strawn's all over that. They're switching on the crosses. They're not being fooled by that at all.
It's early, but you've really seen already an improvement on the defense from last week.
Absolutely.
A lot of guys not really sure what they were supposed to be doing or where they were supposed to be. This time, everybody so far has been right where they're supposed to be. They're doing their job.
That's the Strong culture. I mean, they're a very disciplined ball club. I expect nothing less, especially with Coach Lee at the helm.
Trips to the left. Dunsworth's going to take it. He's going to fake it to Pope once again, looking to throw under heavy pressure. He's going to heave it up. Jump ball. And that's going to be Jesse Corona who knocks it down. That was a great play there. It was just a fluttery pass. He was under heavy pressure by Nick Lynn.
I mean, that almost looked like a punt. It was up in the air so long. Hang time on that, probably 5 seconds or so. It was up there. Great play by Jesse Corona to realize that was a fly ball right there. Just knock it down. Would have preferred an interception, but he does get the ball down regardless. Great plays.
3rd and 15 for the Lions from their own 23-yard line. You know, and they scored quick, and
they
here are their next 2 possessions they haven't done anything with. Spread formation, trips to twins to the right. Dunsworth's going to take it, gives it to Pope up the middle. He's got room to run. Shakes a tackle at the 35, flags on the play. He's going to be brought down at about the 30. And
I'm expecting a holding here.
Yeah, no, I expect a face mask here. They're going to attack 15 onto that one. You'll just say, like, whatever he calls it, face mask against the Greyhounds. And it is a face mask against the Greyhounds.
That's not what you like to see there. Strawn had a great defensive stand up until that point. Just a lapse. He could have done it. It was just by accident. It's okay. We rally here, and we're good to go.
They're going to go hurry up here, no huddle. They're going to go out of the shotgun formation. Twins to the right. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man. Dunsworth's going to take it. He's going to pitch it left to Pope, looking to throw. Now he's looking to run. Tucks it. He's under heavy pressure. He's going to, nice toss. He just kind of flips it out to number 33, Quinn Mayfield, who gets up and is going to get about 10 yards on the play.
That was wild to watch. That great play on them. I don't know how that got into his receiver's hands. That was a great play.
2nd and 6 for the Lions.
We'll bring up 2nd down and a long 5 here for the Lions.
They're driving now.
Inside Greyhound territory at about the 35.5-yard line.
That face mask doing them justice here. They're driving the ball down now. Pick up about 10 there. Hopefully the Greyhounds can muster up some strength here and get a stop.
Now, it's bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break.
The Lions will come out here on 2nd down. They're going to go unbalanced left formation out of the gun. And we're going to have a delay a game against the Lions, so that'll bring them back 5 yards.
Some fortune going in the way of the Greyhounds here. Put them back 5.
That'll bring them back all the way to about the 31-yard line, the Greyhounds' 31-yard line. And they're going to come out quickly here. Looks like they're going to go in that gun formation, unbalanced to the left. Dunsworth's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Pope up the middle, looking for room to run. Slips a tackle at the 30. He's going to fight his way forward. He's still fighting. Breaks another tackle down to the 20. 1 man to beat, 10, 5, touchdown. Mason Pope breaking tackles and fighting his way up the middle and then cuts it outside for the score. That was a nice run right there by the young man from Dallas Lutheran.
I mean, that's a big kid right there. He's breaking a lot of tackles, throwing people off of him. You got to tip it to the kid. That's a great run on his part. Penalties really hurting the Greyhounds right there. Nothing you can do about that. You go on to the next possession, hope for the best.
Dunsworth will hold for the Lions. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:56 to go in the first quarter, the Strawn Greyhounds trail the Dallas Lutheran Lions 16-15.
Okay, we need to do a little advertising here. The Packasack and Greyhound is your one-stop spot for whatever you need. Uh-oh. Hold on. That was gas, diesel, groceries, deer, corn, hunting, and fishing licenses, ice snacks, and fountain drinks. The grill offers weekday lunch specials and menu items like a delicious cheeseburger or a quesadilla, along with those quick grub items like corn dogs, burritos, and Crispitos. They even offer fresh-baked Hunt Brothers pizza. Friendly service with a place to sit and eat. Be sure to stop by the Packasack today. Thank y'all, Packasack.
And I'll tell you what, that Packasack pizza, some of my favorite food on the planet. And I'll tell you what,
I'll
once
second
a week,
that. I'll second
once
that.
a week, I'll have a full pizza by myself.
The Lions will bring it to their own 30-yard line, and that's where they'll tee it up. Back deep will be number 22 for the Greyhounds, Michael Barcinas. And the Lions will kick it here, and they're going to kick it deep this time.
That is a great
It's going to
kick.
hit at about the 1-yard line and bounce into the end zone. And the Greyhounds will take over 1st and 15 from their own 20-yard line. So this is going to give us a chance here to see the Greyhounds move the length of the field. And let's see what they can do here. If they can put a good drive together and march it down and put some points on the board.
They've had great field position in their first 2 possessions of the game. This is going to be a real test. So far, no really deference on the offensive side. They really haven't had any struggles. I would expect nothing less. I would expect Strawn to drive the ball down, run the ball, maybe even pass the ball here on the first play of the game. They haven't passed the ball in a few plays here.
Greyhounds will come to the line here. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Jesse Corona, the deep man. And they're going to give it to Jesse going left. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to cut it back to the right. Fakes a pass.
Wow.
coming to the 30. He hits the 35-40, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. That was a nice play by Jesse. He was looking to throw, but decided to run. Got some good yardage there. It's going to be a little short of the first down. That's going to bring up second down and about 4.
You love to see that from the man that was hurt last week. He looks healthy. He had a good sprint. He had a good sprint there. It looked quick. Couple head fakes there. Nice play by Jesse Corona.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot more of that as the day goes along. And they're going to come out once again, red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. They're going to give it right up the middle to Robert Hinkson, and he's fighting his way, and he battles his way all the way down inside to about the 29-yard line. First down, Greyhounds. Nice run by Robert Hinkson.
You know when he gets the ball, he's falling forward. I mean, that is a big kid right there. He is just going to make a play every time he gets the ball.
And the Greyhounds call a timeout here. They want to talk about it a little bit.
What do you think they're talking about here?
I think they're talking about blocking.
Think so?
Yeah, they had Robert had a good run there, but it was just all Robert making that run, and there a couple of missed blocks there, missed assignments, and I imagine that's what they're talking about.
How about they talk about Clear Fork Bank?
Absolutely.
Clear Fork Bank. I use Clear Fork Bank.
Yeah.
I use them.
There.
Great service.
Is a proud supporter of the Strawn Greyhounds and is your hometown bank. We take pride in serving the community of Strawn and make banking easy with mobile banking. You can manage your money from anywhere, even the stands. The Clear Fork Bank team calls Strawn home, and our community is our top priority. Check us out on the web at clearfork.bank.
Greyhounds will come out in the.
It's going to be red.
Here they go. They're going to go red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Nick Lynn deep for the Greyhounds. He's going to take it, and they're going to give it to Nick going left. Got room to run, cuts it back to the right. It's a sprint to the sidelines, and he catches the corner, still on his feet, and finally banged out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Something I want to point out here, Nick Lynn, the only time he got to run the ball last week, it was a pitch off of his helmet. Stuff happens. You see him get his redemption here. He gets a nice 15-yard gain there. Great run by the young man.
Great run. Greyhounds will have first and goal from the 14-yard line. They're going to come to the line. Red right formation, Nunez under center. Nicholas deep. They're going to give it to Robert Hinkson right up the middle, and he's going to battle forward for about 5 yards.
That's Robert Hinkson. You know he's falling forward. Great play there. Just get him some nice field position here. Work down those defensive linemen. Here we go.
Greyhounds inside the 10. Second down and goal. Red right formation once again. Nunez under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it off to Nick Lynn left. Spins off of a tackle, breaks another one, and he's still fighting forward. The kid will not go down. Nice run there. Just a few yards, but it was a nice run.
Something we haven't seen of a lot from Nick Lynn. He's a smaller man. Hey, but he runs hard.
Yeah,
he is running hard early on. He wants the ball. He's showing he wants the ball.
That was a nice run. Broke a couple of tackles there and then fought his way forward. It's going to bring up third down here for the Greyhounds.
Jesse Corona coming in for Nick Lynn. Give Nick Lynn a breather here. I expect them to run the ball, give it to Jesse here, maybe some pass.
And Mary's Cafe wants to give a shout-out to Nick Lynn.
Chicken fried steak over there.
Red right formation. Nunez under center. Jesse Corona, they're going to pitch it to him going right. He's got lots of room to run. Breaks the tackle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Just like
Jesse Corona.
Just like we expected, Jesse Corona getting the ball a lot compared to last week. I mean, he's a speedster out there. He is quick.
Oops.
Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds, back deep. I mean, to hold will be Jesse Corona. Snap is good. The kick is up.
What do you expect?
And the lefty puts it right down the middle. 1:42 to go in the first. 21-16. The Strawn Greyhounds leading the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
Great stuff early on from the Greyhounds. You love to see it, man. They're playing good. Couple lapses on defense here. Couple penalties hurting them a little bit, but knowing the Greyhounds are very disciplined, that's not going to happen very often.
We kind of thought this was what it was going to be. It was going to be a high-scoring game, and we're not even through the first quarter here, and it's 23-16.
Yeah, we got 39 points on the board already, and it's not even the end of the first quarter. We're in for a high-scoring game tonight. A lot of excitement, a lot of big plays, a lot of long gains. If you're watching at home, be ready. It's going to be a great night.
Always get to the cheerleaders too late. I want to thank Mel's Diner for sponsoring our game tonight. When you're ready for a great meal, Mel's Diner in Mingus is the place to go. Along with subs, fresh cut fries, hamburgers, and shakes, Mel's brings a taste of Maryland to Mingus and their crab and shrimp dishes. If you live in Strawn, Mingus, or Gordon, and you don't feel like going out, I didn't check. Is she still doing delivery? Check their Facebook page at Mel's Diner Mingus to find their latest specials. And Mel's is located in Mingus.
Her milkshakes, they are something different. I'll tell you what. Definitely go get you some milkshakes.
Greyhounds will tee it up at their own 30-yard line. Robert Hinkson, the man on the kick for the Greyhounds. Mason Pope deep. And they're going to boot it right to Mason Pope. He's going to field it at about the 9-yard line, and he fumbles the ball, picks it back up. He's going up the middle. Breaks a tackle up to about the 30-yard line. Nice tackle there made by number 21, Danny Fuentes.
You know something? This is a little thing that I'm noticing. Coach Lee's definitely making these kickoffs. They're making them work for him, getting them tired a little bit. Instead of kicking it out of the end zone, this is a real thing. You're wearing them down slowly but surely.
First and 15 for the Lions.
It's mind games.
Lions will come here 1st and 15 from their own 30-yard line. And I'm really anxious to see how the defense works right here on this, coming out of this series. They're going to go unbalanced left formation. Dunsworth, the up man, Pope, the deep man. Dunsworth's going to take it. He's going to counter it back to Pope coming right. He's got room to run. He crosses midfield, cuts it back, still going, fighting his way, breaks another tackle at the 35-yard line and is brought out of bounds, the 25-yard line, and he just stepped out of bounds there. Or that was a touchdown, probably.
Number 7, Mason Pope, this is the senior. He's giving us a lot of trouble early on. He is a hard tackle, man. He is running hard. I mean, he wants it just as much as we do.
He does a good job of using the stiff arm. And when somebody's good like that with a stiff arm, you're not going to grab them by the shoulders and bring them down. It's going to be inside a 1:04 to go in the first quarter. They'll come out in the shotgun, unbalanced left formation. Dunsworth, the up man. He's going to take it, give it to Pope going left. Got room to run. It's going to hit the corner at the 20. One man to beat. Jesse Corona did not knock him out of bounds. I thought he might have knocked him out of bounds, but he didn't. And actually, that wasn't Mason Pope. That's number 8, and we don't have him on our roster. So
great run by him. He also kicks their PATs too. So he's definitely an important cog to their offense. Hats off to him. That was a great run. You don't like to see that from the Greyhounds early on. 2 big runs given up. It seems like we're really struggling against the run here.
We're going to need to get his name. Dunsworth will hold, and he'll kick, and I think that one is no good, and it is.
Wide left here.
55 seconds to go in the first quarter, 23-22, the Greyhounds lead.
I mean, we expected a high-scoring game. It is what it is. It's a long game. Greyhounds are known for fighting. They're going to keep fighting, keep clawing. Expect nothing less here.
All right, let's hear from New York Hill Restaurant, another one of our sponsors. There's so many good places to eat down here. We don't have that up in Eastland. I hate to say it.
Wow.
So, start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the freshest ingredients, making their own rolls daily. They grind their own hamburger meat, cut their own steaks. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you always get great food, great service, and a great food, great service, and a great view. Follow them on Facebook or visit them on the web at thurbernewyorkhill.com.
Shout out to the Mills family. Great run operation there. I love eating there.
I'm headed there for lunch tomorrow.
It's a nice place to eat
with
for
the
sure.
family.
Eat some extra chips for me, all right?
Okay.
They're good over there.
Well, they got a lot of good stuff.
Dallas
true.
Lutheran will tee it up at their own 30-yard lines. Once again, back deep will be number 22, Michael Barcenas. They are taking their time to tee this one up. And here we go. It's going to boot it deep, and it's going to bounce.
We're gonna let it go
about
here.
5 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. Greyhounds will have it 1st and 15 from their own 20-yard line.
I just want to point out something little here. Number 27 and number 3, they're getting a little chippy. I mean, you love to see the energy, love the competitiveness. I'm sure it's nothing but that. You love to see that from both teams.
Greyhounds will have it. 1st and 15 from their own 30-yard line.
Case and Nunez in. They're definitely going to be in that tight formation.
Red right formation. Case and Nunez under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right. Great block in there. He's going to cut it back and cuts right back into some defenders, but he gets it across the 40 down to the 39. Nice run by Michael Barcenas.
You know, when you're up here in the booth, you can see how quick, you don't realize how quick some of these players are until you can see it from a bird-eyes view. I mean, Barcenas, 12-yard gain there, 13-yard gain, quick burst from the line of scrimmage. That was beautiful.
And you really can see the blocking, how it forms and opens up right in front of him. And he's got good eyes to see that. On that one, he did cut back into the defender, but it was still just the blocking much better from last week.
He was an arm tackle away from green right there.
Red right formation, Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to fake it, and he's going to roll to the left. Bootleg, and he just underthrew. It was intended for number 27, Alex Hughes, and he just short-armed it.
You know, from the beginning of that play, me being a quarterback, sometimes it happens. You've bobbled the snap. Sometimes some things just go wrong. The ball's a little bit slippery. Hey, you shrug it off, you go on to the next play. Things like that happen. I wouldn't expect them to take that too light or too heavy.
Greyhounds will have 3rd down and about 4.
3rd down and 5 for them.
They'll hustle to the line. T formation. Casey Nunez brings them to the line. They're going to take it, and they're going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right. Nice blocking. He cuts it back to the left, and he's got room to run. 10-5, touchdown, Michael Barcenas.
That is a speedster, great cutback. He went to the right, followed his blockers, and then saw an opening to the left, made a quick left juke to the left, and he was nothing but green. Great run.
that was great right there.
We were just talking about his ball carrier vision. He has something special. He has something special, that's for sure. Great blocking, though. Great blocking.
Robert Hinkson will tee it up for the Greyhounds here, the man on the kick. Jesse the hold. In the fire drill, they're rolling right. He's looking for someone to throw it to. Throws it up in the end zone. Incomplete. So at the end of the first quarter, the Greyhounds lead 29-22 over the Dallas Lutheran Lions. We'll swap sides and go into second quarter action.
Watch our little cheerleaders here a little bit. Okay, who else we got here on our Trace Construction? Are you needing a metal building constructed?
What's up?
Look no further than Trace Construction, serving Strawn and the surrounding area. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Check out the website at traceconstruction.com to see what they offer, or give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. Thank you, Trey. And just put up a building there next to our building in Eastland, and a pavilion type thing, and it is nice. So thank you, Trey. It does great work. And I guess that's Mary's Cafe. We appreciate Mary's Cafe, and she just really wants to give a shout out to Nick Lynn, number 1, and Aiden Lynn, number 8, her grandsons.
Second quarter getting ready to go under here for the Strong Greyhounds. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Robert Hinkson will tee it up for the Greyhounds at the 30-yard line. Mason Pope back deep for the Lions. And he puts a leg into that one, and it's going to bounce about 1 yard deep in the end zone for the touchback.
Strong Greyhounds on defense here to begin the second quarter. What are you hoping to see here from the Greyhounds, Roscoe?
What I would like to see a 3 and out, or a 4 and out here, actually.
Wouldn't we all, right?
I mean, that's ideal, right?
That is definitely ideal. The run game specifically for the Greyhounds is giving them a lot of trouble. Expect them to tighten it up. Coach Lee's definitely in their ear saying, do your job, don't over pursue, wrap up, fly to the ball. They do, Strawn Greyhounds do a lot of ball hawk drills. They're going to be all over that ball in the second quarter. I would expect nothing less.
They're going to come out. The Lions come out unbalanced left formation out of the gun once again. Bryce Dunsworth, the up man. Mason Pope, the deep man. They're going to pitch it right for Mason Pope. Bobbled the snap. He's going to cut it back. Still got a little bit of, got some nice blocking, and he's going to make his way all the way up to about the 33-yard line. No, they're going to put him all the way to the 35. So that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards.
Good run there. Good run there. Definitely wasn't over pursuing there on the side of the Greyhounds. They were padding it a little bit. Maybe you want to see them be a little bit more aggressive from those linebackers. Don't over pursue anything. Just stay in front of your defender.
2nd down and 10 for the Dallas Lutheran Lions. They'll come out unbalanced right formation out of the gun once again. Dunsworth, the up man. Dunsworth is going to take the snap. Hard snapping. He's going to give it to Pope on a handoff up the middle. He's got room to run, and he's upended at about the 38-yard line. Nice tackle there by Jesse Corona at about the 38-yard line. But there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's wait and see what that is.
It's going to be offsides on the Greyhounds. Oh. Yep.
Yep, offsides on the Greyhounds.
Offside on the Greyhounds. Be the 2nd down.
Oh, wait. One hand.
I'm not sure what happened there.
2nd down and about 5 out of the gun, unbalanced left formation. Dunsworth's going to take it. Looking to throw is number 8 for the Lions, and we don't have his name, but we'll get it shortly. And he's going to be wrestled out of bounds. He is going to have enough for the 1st down.
That's just what I was talking about here. I mean, you got to give credit to the blockers up front for that back. Little bit inside there. You want to see number 22 kind of drive him inside a little bit. Hey, it's going to happen. He just made a good block. It's okay.
First and 15 for the Lions. Unbalanced left formation. Dunsworth once again out of the gun. He's the up man. Pope's the deep man. Mason Pope's going to take it going right. Nope, that's not Pope. That's number 8. He cuts it up, and he's going to be wrapped up. No, he breaks the tackle. He's going to get, probably about 4 yards there. I thought he was going down, but he shook the tackle and got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Give credit there. That's a great strong run from him, from the young man right there.
And then from the line of scrimmage, made about 4 more yards.
Yeah, made something out of nothing right there.
2nd down and about 11 for the Lions. Inside Greyhound territory, right at the 30-yard line.
They're trotting down the field here. You want to see Strawn tighten up a little bit on defense here. That run game is really giving them problems.
The Lions will come out here on 2nd down. Unbalanced left formation. It's kind of like a wing left.
It's almost like that Strawn formation, the red with the gun.
Pope gives it to number 8 once again. Rolling left, looking to throw. A penalty marker on the field. We'll see what that is. I think that's going to be, that might be a cut block.
Which is that new rule that we're seeing here being enforced. We'll see. Can you touch on that new rule real quick, as that's what the call was?
Okay, so it involves the cut block. So the cut block is still legal in some instances. Within 5 yards, moving forward, the cut block on the lineman, the first thing it has to be, the first move has to be the cut move. Up backs and your running backs are not allowed to cut in the backfield like out of the spread. They're not allowed to do that. So that's what that was. He engaged with him and then cut him, and you're not allowed to do that anymore.
Absolutely, yep, absolutely. Just for some information for you guys at home, if you guys were curious.
Lions are going to have to hurry here as the play clock's down to 3. At kind of that wing left formation.
stoppage of play here. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, the play clock ran out, and the coach is arguing that I started the clock too early is what he's arguing.
Oh.
So we'll wait and see if the refs deem that I started it too early or not. Official timeout, they're going to come over here and tell me that I started the clock too early.
Nice going. I mean, you're up here having a multitask. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I started it.
I'm not sure if you're even wrong.
When he gave me the signal, I started it.
You know what? They can have one. We're good.
My apologies there. Unbalanced left formation after all that. 2nd down and 6 for the Lions. Dunsworth's going to take it. Gives it to number 8, and he's got a receiver deep. Just a great catch.
Wow.
I thought he would overflew through him, and he caught that on the fingertips.
I mean, it wasn't directly in his breadbasket, but that receiver made a great tracking of the ball. Soft hands floated right in the palm.
That's a great catch to get him inside the 10-yard line down to about the 6, and that's Ian Pope that made that catch.
Something I want to point out, they were running the ball a lot back to back to back, and they throw in a passer there, catch us off guard, and they do. Big gain there for the Lions.
1st and goal for the Lions at about the 5.5-yard line. Dunsworth, the up man, out of that unbalanced left, and they're going to come left with it. Pope got room to run, and he'll walk the dog in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Mason Pope. That's going to make it 28-29 with the points after to come.
Run game still giving the Greyhounds problems. Just tighten up a little bit over there.
We're going to have to get number 8's name. I apologize.
We'll get that at halftime. We'll get that name
We'll
down.
get that at halftime for sure because he is a big
is all
part of
over
this
the
team.
field.
The kick is blocked. I didn't see the number, but I think it was Tunnel that got his hand up there. 6:26 to go in the first half. 29-28. The Greyhounds lead the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
And we're going to run through another. I think we've run through all. Well, I want to do Gordon Hardware. I haven't got hold of them. Oh, here comes the train. When it comes to hardware, it helps to have an expert in your corner. That expert is Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware carries everything from household supplies to plumbing supplies, from paint supplies to power tools. Gordon Hardware is now carrying Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, conveniently located at 106 South Main in downtown Gordon. Locally owned and operated by John and Brandy Sizemore, you can trust the experts at Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
57 points on the board here, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. Just like we expected, it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
This is going to be a high-scoring game. It may be way higher than what I thought. I figured.
We were talking before the game, and you said 50 on a piece on each side.
I said 50 a side, and I'm not sure that it's not going to be 60 or 70 a side.
I mean,
here.
it's looking like it. It's looking like a high-scoring
last year
game.
they battled 52-50, so you kind of thought that was what was going to happen here.
Still a tight game. We're seeing some special teams errors here on both sides. You really got to lock those down. Those are free points. Stadium lights have come on. It is becoming an official Friday night football, ladies and gentlemen. It is beautiful out here.
Number 8 for the Lions will tee it up. Back deep, Michael Barcenas. And they're going to onside this one. That's a nice one, but I don't think it's going to go the required distance, and it doesn't. And did you see?
You know, I saw number 27 did light someone up. I mean,
that's
almost
Alex Hughes.
That was a big hit.
With a big hit. We'll wait and see what the call is here. There's penalty flags on the field. I'm not sure if it. Obviously, the ball didn't go the required distance. We'll wait and see if there's any extracurricular to be tacked on here.
And you could do an ad, and I could actually figure out how to get to it. Got these cool little, yay! We're going to do Clear Fork Bank again real quick while we have this little timeout. Clear Fork Bank is a proud supporter of the Strawn Greyhounds and is your hometown bank. We take pride in serving the community of Strawn and make banking easy with mobile banking. You can manage your money from anywhere, even from the stands. The Clear Fork Bank team calls Strawn home, and our community is our top priority. Check us out on the web at clearfork.bank or stop by 123 South Central and let one of our eager employees help you out today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Thank you, Clear Fork Bank.
Go ahead and do another, Julie.
Okay, we'll do Mel's Diner. How about that? When you're ready for a great meal, Mel's Diner in Mingus is the place to go. Along with subs, fresh cut fries, hamburgers, and shakes, Mel's brings a taste of Maryland to Mingus with their crab and shrimp dishes. If you live in Strawn, well, I'm going to skip that because I'm going to check that out. Check their Facebook page at Mel's Diner Mingus to find their latest specials. Mel's Diner is located at 816 South Mingus Boulevard in Mingus, Texas. Who else we got here? We got the New York Hill restaurant too. It's restaurants. We have New York Hill's little thing up there. Start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the freshest ingredients, making their own rolls daily. They grind their own hamburger meat and cut their own steaks. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you always get great food, great service, and a great view. Follow them on Facebook to visit them on the web at ThurberNewYorkHill.com. New York Hill is now hiring. I don't know about that either. Apply in person. So thank you, New York Hill. We've got Greyhound Pack-A-Sack, Trey's Construction. Who else was I say? And Mary's Cafe. Mary's Cafe proudly serving Strawn, Texas for, I guess it's 30, I don't know if I changed this yet or not, 37 years. Offers their world-famous chicken fried steak and gravy along with a menu full of other delicious entrees. Offering lunch and dinner 7 days a week. One thing's for sure, you won't leave Mary's Cafe. I'm not doing Mary's. That's just not good. Hang on a minute. It's flubbing up. There we go with Mary's. You won't. One thing's for sure, you won't leave Mary's Cafe hungry. Mary's wants to give a big shout out to Nick Lynn, number 1, and Aiden Lynn, number 8. Those are her grandkids, and she is darn proud of them as Strawn Greyhound players.
I mean, we're really proud of them up here. They're making some great plays on the field tonight. Shout out to Mary's Cafe. Long time out here. You guys go check out all those sponsors on our side here. You can check them out on Facebook. They have websites.
Yeah, and on the if you're on the listen page, which Facebook crashed me right at the beginning of the game, and I had to restart the stream. I don't know what they did, but it kind of messed us up. Let's see, we turn these off. I got to turn all these off and get back to the game.
Timeout's over.
We had an illegal procedure, and then we had a unsportsmanlike. So the ball goes all the way down to the Greyhound 27-yard line, and that's where the Lions will have it, and they're going to go spread formation. I mean, I'm sorry. The Greyhounds have it at their own 27-yard line. Red right formation. The ball gets on the ground. Robert Hinkson picks it up, and he tries to throw it, but it was just a broken play. Nothing was working there.
You know what? You just gotta shrug that one off, and you go on to the next play. Nothing much else to say there.
And they're going to lose probably 10 yards on that play, maybe 9 yards.
Not ideal.
Red right formation. Nunez is going to give it back to Hinkson. Hinkson looking to throw, and he's got a receiver open. In stride, just overthrew. He was looking for Colby Morton, but he just overthrew him.
I mean, with Strawn being in this position, it's going to be really tough for them to dig themselves out of this situation they're in right here. And I would expect nothing but pass plays here. A lot of crossing routes. Hey, maybe even expect that gun formation. They haven't run it a whole lot, but maybe expect that gun formation. With Case and Nunez being in, that's probably not going to be the case here.
Greyhounds have it, 3rd down And a long, long way to go. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Going to give it to Jesse Corona coming right. Got a line of blockers, and he's going to hit the corner, and he's going to be drugged down out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 13 or 14 yards on the play, but they're still going to have about that much more to go.
Good hard run there by Jesse Corona. Putting the Greyhounds in a little bit better of a spot. Still not ideal. 4th and long here.
4th and long.
I mean, got a timeout taken here by the Strawn Greyhounds.
Timeout Greyhounds.
They're going to talk about this 4th and long here.
5:32 to go in the first half. Greyhounds clinging to a 29-28 lead, and they've got a 4th down and about 13 to go.
Classic Coach Lee here, 4th and long. They're definitely cooking up something dangerous here. Expect some sort of, they may be even talking about that gun formation, bringing it out for the first time that we saw in this game. I mean, they can go really anywhere at this point.
And that would be a nice time to bring that gun out. Maybe that throwback pass that we saw was successful on both teams from last week. I would like to see that right now. Would be a nice time to
that backside pass.
This whole drive has just been just a mixed bag, really. You know, that's probably why Dwayne called, not necessarily because it was fourth down.
Rally the troops a little bit, calm everyone down.
Yeah, just kind of get them all on track to know where they're supposed to be going here.
Taking their time here, as expected. Same personnel for the Greyhounds.
They're going to come straight to the line here. T formation, Casey Nunez under center.
Check out Robert Hinkson in the backfield. It could be a pitch-back pass here.
They're going to give it to Robert Hinkson going left. He's got a line of blockers. Cuts it back up the middle. He's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Wow.
All the way down to the 21-yard line as he carried a defender.
You know, it looked like Dallas Lutheran wasn't expecting a run there. There was a big gap. There was a big gap in the middle of the field there and allowed the Greyhounds to get great field position. Great play call. I mean, they took their time there. Maybe the Dallas Lutheran Lions thought they were cooking up a good pass play, when in reality it was just Strawn's bread and butter the whole time.
1st and 15 from the 21-yard line for the Greyhounds.
Substitution here for the Lions. 22 in for number 7, Pope.
Casey Nunez, he'll bring them to the line. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Robert Hinkson, looking to throw, and he's got a receiver open, up and just out of his hand. He just couldn't haul it in. Intended for 55, Keaton Tunnel, and he just wasn't able to haul it in.
Great route by Keaton Tunnel, you know. It was just a little bit out of his fingertips. You know, I would expect them to go back to that play later on. Coach Lee has a lot of confidence in his guys.
Second down and 15 for the Greyhounds here at the line, 22-yard line. Knocking on the door are the Greyhounds once again. They'll come to the line. Casey Nunez will bring them there. Red right formation once again. Jesse Corona deep, and they're going to give it to Jesse going right. Got blockers, gets to the 15, to the 10, hits a guy down and knocks him out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. That's going to be real close to a first down here.
And I mean inches.
They may have him marked just short, and they do.
Yep, just short. That's
just
inches.
Short, and that's going to be 3rd down here.
You know, right here, this may not be a surprise. Number 3, Robert Hinkson in there. I would expect to dive here, maybe just get that first down. Also wouldn't be surprised if they go for the bomb here.
3rd and an inch. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Robert Hinkson the up back. They're going to give it to Hinkson, and he's got room to run up the middle, in for the score. Touchdown, Robert Hinkson up the middle, and you knew it was coming to him there, and he was able to just make his way. There is a penalty marker on the field, so we'll have to wait and see what that is. Offsides against the Lions. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
I mean, you could see that in broad daylight.
That's going to make it 35-28.
I think the whole stadium knew it was going to Robert Hinkson right there. And he still managed to get it in the end zone.
Still managed to get it in there.
Beautiful play call.
Hinkson, the man on the kick here for the Greyhounds. Corona to hold. The hold is good, and the kick is blocked. Nice. That's going to be number 13, Justin McCoy, that gets his hand up in and blocks it. 4:21 to go in the first half. The Greyhounds extend their lead 35-28 over the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
And this is an offensive game, just like we expected. It's going to keep being that way.
It's just going to be whichever defense can make a stop.
It's raining touchdowns out here.
It is definitely raining touchdowns.
Trying to think of where I've been here. We have Greyhound Packasack, another shout. They got the Hunt Brothers Pizza, the Crispitos, the hamburgers. They got good hamburgers. They got a great crew there. They have deer corn and everything you need at the Pack-A-Sack. Stop by there, grab your gallon of milk, get your deer corn, get your hunting license. Today is opening day of dove season, so if you're hunting this weekend and you need to get your license, drop by the Pack-A-Sack.
I'm eventually going to have to go get mine. I haven't been hunting yet, though.
It's about that time, man. It's about that time.
That's the only time I'm glad Dan's old. So now the hunting licenses are pretty cheap.
Shout out Dan.
Greyhounds will tee it up at their own 30-yard line. Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds, back deep. I believe that's Mason Pope, and he's going to kick it real deep. That's about 2 yards deep in the end zone for the touchback.
Well, I just kind of missed that.
First and 15 for the Lions on their own 30-yard line.
Both offenses have been very stout here. Dallas Lutheran, their run game looks just as strong as ours. I mean, I would expect them to keep toting that rock. I would expect it.
Dallas Lutheran will come out first and 15 from their own 30-yard line. Unbalanced right formation out of the gun. Dunsworth, the up man, he's going to take it. Misdirection to Pope up the middle. Looking for a block. Hurdles a guy, and he's going to fight his way forward down to about the 39-yard line. Nice run by Mason Pope there.
And I'm pretty sure every single defender on the Greyhounds defense had a hand in that tackle there. I mean, he is just hard to tackle. He is extremely hard to bring down.
Second and 5 for the Lions.
Strong Greyhound stands over here. We're getting loud and rowdy over here, ladies and gentlemen. These fans want to stop here. These fans want to stop here.
We'll see if they can deliver one. Second down and 5 for the Lions. Unbalanced right formation once again. Now they'll go unbalanced left. Dunsworth, the up man. And he'll take the snap. He's going to fake it to Pope up the middle, looking to throw. And he's got a receiver deep. Goes up for it, makes the catch. What a catch. Down to about the 9-yard line. That's going to be number 13, Justin McCoy, who makes the catch.
You know, I want to talk about Bryce Dunsworth just for a second. I mean, he's been throwing some pretty balls all night long. Just riding his receiver's bread box every single time. I mean, you can't ask for anything better from your quarterback right there.
And we got a timeout here. Coach Lee wants to talk about it, so we'll take a break.
All right. Let's do a little ad here for, I don't know where I am. Trey's Construction. You needing a metal building constructed? Look no further than Trey's Construction, serving Strawn and the surrounding area. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Check out their website at treyconstruction.com to see what they offer, or give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. And as I said, go to Eastland, the Eastland Community Foundation Facebook page, maybe where it is, where they did a little stop action, what do you call that, where it goes real fast? They take out 5 hours of video and make it 10 minutes.
Time lapse.
Time lapse, yeah, of the big.
That's great advertising.
Yeah, well, they did took pictures of Trey putting up the rafters on that building with the crane. It was pretty cool.
Lions have it, first and goal from the 9-yard line. Unbalanced right formation. Dunsworth, the up man. Dunsworth are going to take it. Pitch it to Pope to the left. Pope cuts it back up the middle. Now he goes outside. Stiff arms the guy at the 5 and walks it in for the score. Touchdown Mason Pope once again.
I mean, that's got to be his third or fourth of the day on the ground alone.
And we keep talking about those shoulder tackles. You can't make many shoulder tackles when a guy's got a stiff arm like that.
Just like we were saying about Robert Hinkson, the same applies to Mason Pope. He is just as fast as he is strong. That's a great combo to have when you're a deep back like that. I mean, he's really hard to stop.
That's going to make it 35-34 with the points after to come here. Dunsworth will take it, and they're going to go giving it to Dunn. Pope up the middle, cuts it back outside, and he'll walk in for the points after. There is a penalty marker down, so we'll wait and see. They're probably going to have to retry this one.
Interesting there. They didn't even elect to go for the kick, the 2 points. Not sure there. Maybe they're just not confident in their kicks right now. Maybe Strawn's all over it. Just maybe trying to switch it up a little bit, get some free points.
Holding against the lines, and they're asking Dwayne if he wants this penalty or not. And we haven't got a signal yet. Seeing what they're going to do here, the referees have come over to discuss it.
He's going to accept it.
And they're going to mark them off. Holding, mark it off.
Holding on line.
And they'll retry the points after here.
It's same personnel. They're probably going to go for that 1 point once more here.
And the lines will come out for the points after. Unbalanced left formation. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man. Dunn's going to take it. Little bootleg to the left. He's got a receiver wide open. Oh, in between two receivers' hands. And it falls incomplete. So your score with 3:19 to go in the first half, the Greyhounds hold on to a slim lead, 35-34 over the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
And it has been a 1 point game for the past, I mean, what is that, 6 touchdowns, 4 or 5 touchdowns? It's been a 1 point game. Teams just going back and forth. Neither one can get success on the PATs, though.
And I expect that to be something that they work on, both teams, next week, because they have struggled quite a bit with their
Both teams are
snaps.
getting heavy pressure back to the kicks. They're getting some blocks, just getting pressure involved there.
Well, we're at 70 points almost total, so we'll see what the final result may be. Give a quick shout out to a couple of people. Raina and Keegan are listening in. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Clint, appreciate you listening in, buddy.
Also, shout out to Rowdy Sparks. David, if you're listening as well. Charles, Mouse, and a few other of their friends.
J-Dub.
Shout out to you guys. JW Montgomery, a strong legend, some would say.
Yes.
Defensive MVP of the state game. Shout out to JW Montgomery.
Lions will tee it up here from their own 30-yard line. Michael Barcenas deep for the Greyhounds. Cage Snellgenberger tees it up. And Robert Hinkson's going to take it up the middle. He's got lots of room to run, cuts it back, and he is gone. 10-5 touchdown.
Hey, what
Robert
a better time.
Hinkson.
What a better time for Strawn's first special teams touchdown of the season.
Yes, great job. Great run by Robert Hinkson.
Off an onside kick, too. Off an onside kick.
41-34 with 3:07 to go.
I mean, that's about as quick of a score as you can ask for. Let's see if we can convert the PAT here. They're going to go for the kick. Robert Hinkson lined up for the Greyhounds for the kick, for the PAT. Resi Corona on the hold.
Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is going to be wide left. No good. So that's going to keep it 41-34 with 3:07 to go in the first half. Greyhounds leading the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
Neither team can get stuff going on the defense here. It's just been an all-offensive game. I'm sure at halftime, the halftime's going to be the telltale story of who makes the better adjustments. This has been an all-coaching game. Both offenses just smarting each other out. Sometimes it's just how it goes. You got to tip it off to great coaching here early on.
Yeah, I just got a text from Rowdy. He said, we are absolutely listening. Shout out to the wrecking crew there.
Keystone Clan right there.
Looks like we're going to have the little cheerleaders out there at the halftime.
Yeah, this looks like it's shaping up to be whoever makes the first stop of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Strawn's up by a touchdown. I mean, it's looking good for the Greyhounds. They just need that one stop. I mean, it's looking like whoever gets that 2-possession lead is going to win the game.
Robert Hinkson will tee it up for the Greyhounds. Mason Pope back deep for the Lions.
Shout out Carlos Villanueva, Strawn legend, and Peyton Ruiz, another Strawn legend as well. Shout out to you guys.
Onside kick, nice kick, but it takes a bounce right to number 33.
Great tackle.
Quinn Mayfield. And he's going to take it down to about the 32 or 3 yard line.
Is that number 29, Manuel Rivera on the tackle? I believe so. Great play by him. If he gets around that corner right there, it's not looking very good for the Greyhounds. Let's see if we can get a stop here. This is what the fans want. Strawn up by a possession here. Let's see if we can loosen that gap here a little bit.
1st and 15 for the Lions. They'll come to the line. Unbalanced right formation out of the gun. Dunsworth, the up man. And he's going to take it, looking for Pope right up the middle. He's going to pitch it to him, and he's going to be dragged down for about a 1 yard gain. That's going to be Robert Hinkson on the tackle.
Great tackle. That's something you love to see. Containing Mason Pope on the tackle. Robert Hinkson making a great play right there.
They'll give him forward progress up to the 35 yard line.
Strawn's making a sub here. It's going to be 19. Number 19, that's going to be Ben Hopkins in for Nick Lynn. Changing up the personnel a little bit, giving them a different look.
Lions come to the line one more time. Unbalanced right formation out of the gun. Dunsworth up. Pope deep. They're going to take it. Counter back to Pope up the middle. He's got room to run. Nice stiff arm once again. He's going to be brought down at the 39 yard line. Brought down by Michael Barcinas. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 9.
I want to point out here, I mean, the Dallas Lutheran Lions, they're doing a good job of, they have some really good misdirection plays. You see the quarterback has an offset balanced stance instead of it being, your standard front-facing stance to the center. Off balance, giving Strawn a different look. They can really go anywhere with that off-balance stance. They're doing a lot of good misdirection plays.
They'll come to the line, unbalanced left this time. Dunsworth up. Bryce Dunsworth will take the snap right here. Give it to Pope going right. Pope makes a little juke, fights forward, and he's going to be slung down once again. Robert Hinkson's going to make the tackle. He'll get about 3 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Something we haven't seen in a minute. We got a 4th down situation here for the Greyhounds. This is their opportunity of the game to widen that score gap a little bit. This is their chance to take reins and hold of the game here.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the Greyhounds.
I'm expecting some sort of misdirection pass play. They like that bootleg. I would also expect Coach Lee to maybe even send an extra defender just to get some pressure back there.
Unbalanced left formation. Bryce Dunsworth, the up man. Mason Pope, the deep man. Dunsworth going to take it, going left to Pope. Pope's going to cut it back to the right. Robert Hinkson is right there to make the tackle. What a play on defense, and there's your stop that you needed.
Common denominator there, I want to shout out to Robert Hinkson. I'm pretty sure he made all 4 tackles there on that series.
He did. Robert
Hinkson,
all 4 tackles.
He can score. He can make tackles. I mean, So far, that's your player of the game for the Greyhounds. He's making a lot of great plays for them, big plays when they need them. That's that veteran presence there. That's that veteran presence that you're seeing there from the senior. A lot of experience. Love to see that.
Hounds will come to the line out of the T formation. Casey Nunez will bring them there. They're going to bring it coming right. Michael Barcenas got room to run. Cuts it outside, and he's down. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Greyhounds. Great blocking and great running by Michael Barcenas. And the Greyhounds are going to widen the gap.
That's
41-34 with the points after to come.
Score is going to be 41-34, yep. There we go.
And there's a holding on the play, so it's coming back.
Oh, man. I mean, that's a bright spot, though. You love to see the great run. Penalties really hurting the Greyhounds here, but, you love to see that stop. They still have 29 seconds here to score. I mean, the run is really giving them problems. I would expect them to keep toting the rock. Even though
plenty of time left here to put another one on there. And, hey, this is just giving them a little extra reps. Let's see if we can back it up 10 yards and go. Casey Nunez will bring them to the line. Out of the T formation. They're going to give it to Michael Barcenas. Same play, going right. Fighting his way forward, and he'll get down inside line territory to about the 32-yard line. Clock will continue to run. The Greyhounds are going to have to hurry here. T formation, Nunez under center. They're going to give it to Michael Barcenas again, going right. He's got room to run, and he's going to be banged out of bounds.
Banged out of bounds inside the 25-yard line for the Greyhounds. Let's see what the Greyhounds decide to do here. 3rd and short here. 9 seconds left to go in the first half.
The clock's not working right. There it is. Red right formation for the Greyhounds. Nunez under center. Bootleg to the left. Look, he's got a receiver open, and he way overthrows him. I think Kaysen was expecting him to run that flag a little deeper and aim for the pylon, and so it just a little miscommunication there on the route.
We've seen that a couple times on the side of the Greyhounds, just small miscommunications. Not a big deal. They'll time that up. Halftime's coming up. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. 4th and second here, or fourth and short here for the Greyhounds. 4th down and a long one. A long one or a short 2. They're going to come to the line. T formation, expected to come right. And it is. They're going to bootleg it to the left. And he's got a receiver on the backside throw. Jesse Corona at the 5. He catches it. Wow.
Touchdown, Jesse Corona.
Yes.
And there's that back.
That's what we were just
backside
talking
pass
about.
we were talking about.
Not a better time to bring it out than now. Dallas Lutheran definitely was not expecting that. Jesse Corona had nothing but green in front of him. Great throw. Nothing but great things there.
Great throw, great catch and run on the cutback for Jesse Corona.
I mean, what a better way to go into halftime.
47-34 with the points after to come to end the half. Let's see if Robert Hinkson can put it through. And he boots it, and that is true. 49-34, your halftime score, the Strawn Greyhounds over the Dallas Lutheran Lions. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second half action.
Well, thank everybody for listening in and watching in. We really appreciate it. Thank all our sponsors. Here are our sponsors: Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, Clear Fork Bank in Strawn, Mel's Diner in Mingus, Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant. I think that got them all. We appreciate all you guys for helping us out with these live stream Strawn football.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Next week we'll be at Gordon. I'm not real sure what's going to happen with that. I wish I got a better signal at Gordon. I can jump on their stuff, I hope, and do all this fine video stuff. But they have, I think, the fixed windows over there, and that always causes me a problem trying to get the camera to show up everything clear. So my advice, if Strawn ever builds two things, if Strawn ever builds a new press box, please don't do fixed windows. For those of us broadcasting, we like to be able to put the audio out and and pull the windows up. Got the little cheerleaders out here today. I'll try to catch what I can. There's a bunch of them. Sorry, my zoom on my camera, phone slash camera is not great enough to get lots of detail here.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know how to start it. There it is.
We are now announced the Strawn Greyhound cheerleaders. Millie Hughes, Jr. Katie Montgomery, Jr. Ty Bowles, Jr. Catherine Holder Mascot, Jr. Stephanie Alanis, sophomore. Sarah Sugar, sophomore. Bailey Zarati, sophomore. Chloe Hammond, freshman. Addie Fuentes, freshman. Maria Orduno, 8th grade. Isala Lopez, 8th grade. Hattie Hopkins, 7th grade. And there you have your future Strawn cheerleaders and your current Strawn cheerleaders. Thought everybody did a great job. right, guys. I'm going to put this. I don't know after dark. We're far enough away that this is probably not going to be anything but blurry lights. Yeah. You can kind of tell. Here's your countdown till halftime's over. And I want to once again thank our sponsors. Mary's Cafe. Downtown Strawn. Everybody loves a good chicken fry at Mary's. And I love her cheese enchilada dinners. Clear Fork Bank in downtown Strawn. They now have mobile banking, and I really like mobile banking. Boy, I tell you, I wished it was happening back when I lived here, and back then banked in Eastland. Don't want to mention that, but anyhow, thank y'all for sponsoring, and everyone get out there and get your account and use your mobile banking. It just loosens it up where you can be on vacation. You can do whatever and get in your bank account and move your money around. And it's wonderful. Deposit checks. It's great stuff. Also, thank you to Mel's Diner. Good food over at Mel's in Mingus. Be sure and go by there. And when y'all visit these places, tell them you heard about them on Strawn Streaming Football on Microplex News. The Pack-a-Sack, Greyhound Pack-a-Sack. Go by there. It's dove season. Go get your hunting license if you haven't got it already. And deer season's coming up, so you can pick up your deer corn, get your cheeseburger, fill up with gas, get you a Hunt Brothers pizza. Friendly service with a place to sit and eat. Be sure and stop by there. Trey's Construction does great metal building construction. New York Hill Restaurant. Can't say enough about New York Hill. They got all the meals. They got breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. I'm going there tomorrow with a family group for lunch. I don't know if the family group let them know we were coming. I'm sure they don't know how many of them will be there, but we'll have a few of us coming for lunch. Look forward to it. Always like New York Hill restaurant food. And the hummingbirds are still around, I guess. They're almost about ready to move south, but should still be a few hummingbirds out there, and that's always fun to watch from the window. Gordon Hardware over there in Gordon, Texas, with the Strawn and Gordon alumni's owners. So go by there for all your hardware needs. They've got it. Did I already do Mary's? Am I switching? I'm trying to figure out where I am now. I did that. Okay. I think that's it. New York Hill trays. Yep. Set them all. Appreciate it. I keep talking about these restaurants, and I am starving to death. Do any of y'all deliver to a press box in Strawn? I am so hungry. I did smell they had some burgers down there in the concession stand, it smelled like, and I don't ever have time to really get down there and get anything, so. Well, I made it to the concession stand. So I won't fall out during the second half. And this is a great cheeseburger. Highly recommend the concession stand cheeseburgers. No. Now you can.
Now you can.
Now we can.
Sorry.
Well, welcome back here for the second half. We still 3 or 4 minutes away, but just wanted to chat a little bit. Ryan, what did you think about the first half, and what do you expect for the second half?
You know, I saw a lot of positives on the offensive side, but you know something that's the same from last week? They have made Strong Greyhounds, meaning they have made great strides on the defensive end, you know, not giving up as many big plays here and there. I definitely expect them to keep tightening it up as the game goes on, but nothing to complain about on the offensive side. Now, from adjustments, Coach Lee, you saw last week, first play of the game out of the half, they decided to bring out a new formation, their gun formation. I would expect them to kind of throw that in the mix here, maybe give them some different looks. I saw a lot of positives, honestly. Nothing really too crazy, you know, basic stuff. Tighten up the defense a little bit. Don't over pursue like they had last week. They're not giving up as many big plays. A lot of great strides that we're seeing from the young Strong Greyhound defense. So,
yep, the offense looked way better this week than they did last week. Not as many mistakes. The blocking has looked fabulous.
Absolutely.
Through this first half.
Something I want to point out, Robert Hinkson, what a game from him so far.
He is having himself one monster game. He's definitely letting them know, hey, you better watch out where number 3 is at all times.
If he's on the field,
plays.
If he's on the field, he's going to be heavily involved in the play or getting the ball. So, Robert Hinkson, great showing from the young man. Something else I want to point out real quick before, and then I'll let you get to it. Jesse Corona getting a lot more involved, and it's obviously helping them.
Absolutely right. Yeah, he's going to be a big part of this offense, and you know, that's him being a senior and that senior leadership. And you can see, like, he's standing there, and they're all coming, every one of them coming by, bumping knuckles with him. Like, what he means a lot to them, and he's playing way better. You know, whatever was going on, body-wise, you can tell he's 100% from last week. So
yep. You're seeing that hamstring, not really. I'm sure it is still bothering him a little bit, but not as much. He's wearing a calf sleeve, so maybe down. As muscles and tendons start to heal up down towards the lower portion of it, they start to get a little bit tighter since it hasn't been used properly as much. So he's wearing that calf sleeve maybe just to get some blood circulation going there. I mean, he's looking good, though. Speed's there. The ball vision's there. Ball carrier vision's there. He's playing great on defense. I would expect another great half from the Strong Greyhounds here.
And we're getting ready to tee off this second half. Greyhounds will receive the kick.
Greyhounds will receive number 22, Michael Martinez.
Be number 22, Michael Barcinas, deep for the Greyhounds. And trying to see here who's going to be kicking off.
Number 22, Pope. Ian Pope.
Ian Pope will be teeing it up here for the Lions.
And we couldn't get number 8's name unless, Roscoe, you got his name. We couldn't manage to get his name. So, I mean, but he's all over the place. Shout out number 8 for the Lions.
And they're going to onside it here. Takes a nice bounce. That's going to be Nick. That's going to be Nick Lynn around the outside. Nice run there by Nick. Gets it all the way down inside the line, 30 down to about the 28-yard line. Great run by Nick Lynn.
Love to see that from the young sophomore making plays early. He's been pretty involved compared to last week. So look to see him keep getting the ball and getting them reps. Casey Nunez in, so they're going to be in that tight personnel.
Red Rock formation, Nunez under center, and he's going to take it drop back, looking to pass. Got all day and got a receiver wide open. That's caught at the 10 to the 5, touchdown. Number 27, great catch by Alex Hughes.
Look at that, wouldn't you know? Coach Lee, first play of the half, running a pass play.
What's he going to do? He's going to come out and he's going to pass.
Love to see that from the Greyhounds. Great throw and catch, number 27. That's Alex Hughes Great hands. Just strolls into the end zone. Can't get easier than that.
Robert Hinkson, the man on the kick for the Greyhounds. The kick is up. Man, he's got a good leg on him.
It just looks easy for him.
Good. 9:46 to go in the third quarter. 57-34. The Greyhounds lead Dallas Lutheran.
You know, you can't ask for a better way to go into the half than a way coming out of the half.
Absolutely.
Touchdown on both ends of it. You can't ask for it. I mean, honestly, there's nothing much to say about it, but other than that's a great start to your half.
16-point swing right there.
Absolutely, and that's going to go. Strong Greyhounds are looking, they're in a great spot right now. Let's see if they can maintain that. You're up 23 points here.
You'd really like them to come out right here and make a nice defensive stand.
And you know, with the way the confidence is flowing on both sides of the ball, I mean, you might see a big play here. We haven't seen a lot of takeaways on the side of Strawn defense, but, you know, who knows? One might pop up here.
Several close calls here. They've had several, maybe even as high as 4 balls almost intercepted. So they're almost there.
The
they're
potential
just
is there for them. The potential's there. I would expect them to dial it in a little bit. Strawn's a second half team.
Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds. Pope, the deep man for the Lions. And he's going to onside it off here onto the right. And it's not going to go the required distance, but they will get on it anyway. Quinn Mayfield on the recovery for the Lions. And they'll have nice field position to start at about the 38-yard line.
And here we go, first possession for the Dallas Lutheran Lions. I expect them to come out in that quirky kind of gun off-bounds formation. It's really working for them. You don't really see a lot of people run that type of formation, but hey, it's working. It looks great. They're making it look great. Mason Pope doing a lot of work there. Shout out to the young QB, or the veteran QB Bryce Dunsworth, making a lot of great passes and leading that offense.
Well, let's see what they do coming out here. They're going to go unbalanced left, split right formation. Dunsworth, the man up, and it's going to be a delay of game. They didn't get it off in time.
Dallas Lutheran, they really like to take their time getting to the ball. We've seen that clock dwindle down, and they've gotten really close to a lot of plays like that.
Several times they've been close to it, and this time it got them. That's the second delay of game penalty that they've got, and the third time it's happened.
Not sure if that's a miscommunication on the coach to the player side, or if the players are just kind of explaining to each other. Sometimes in the huddle, the players have to explain the plays to each other a little bit. Who knows what's going on there? I wouldn't see them making many mistakes like that, though.
Unbalanced left, split left, out of the shotgun.
Twins right here.
Oh, yeah, I said left. I'm sorry. Twins right. It's going to be Pope looking to throw. He's rolling to his right, looking. Now he's going to cut it, and he throws it at the last second. Caught by number 58, Teddy Ogden, and he's going to trot down the sidelines for the score. And that's one of those plays. He was so close to the line of scrimmage, nobody thought he was throwing that ball.
Here's what I'm going to say. It's been a common denominator for the Strawn defense. Their main issue has been over-pursuing. That left outside end, I believe it was Barsinius, Iron Mike. I believe he just came in a little bit. Instead of trying to contain that quarterback, drawing him to the middle of the field, he allowed the quarterback to have a lot of room to work with on that right side. And, of course, that defensive back, whoever's covering the deep pass, has to come down because he's going to run the ball, and it just leaves a man wide open.
Late substitution here for the Lions. Play clock down to 6.
Interesting.
On the PAT.
Here.
Snap is high, but the hold is good, and it's blocked. That looks like that was going to be, I couldn't really tell. It looked like Manuel Rivera that got in there and blocked that.
That's his, he's blocked a couple PATs, made a couple good plays on special teams.
Yep.
So he's making some plays out there, the young man. It was an interesting formation there on the PAT for the Lions. It looked like they were trying to maybe kind of get some help on that help side. I mean, the Strawn defense is getting back there on the PATs, not allowing them to get comfortable on the kickoffs right there on the PATs, not allowing Dallas to get any free points. They're making them work for it.
57-40. Greyhounds lead Dallas Lutheran, and Dallas Lutheran will kick off here to the Greyhounds.
I mean, both teams scored in 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Both teams scored in 14 seconds. It can't get any better on both sides there. A little bit brighter spot for the Greyhounds here. They got some score to play with here, maybe some leeway. I wouldn't. I would see Coach Lee still getting in their ears just as much as if they were up 30.
Absolutely, and he didn't like the fact that he let them just walk down and get that quick score. He sure would have liked, and I would have liked to have seen the defense
Put up a little bit more fire.
But they're Mason Pope's he's a good running back there, and he's got an arm, and he makes some moves. So
sometimes you just can't help that there's a good player, and they're going to make plays.
Michael Barcinas, the man deep for the Greyhounds. Ian Pope to onside kick it to the left, and it will roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Penalty marker comes out.
Going to give Strawn great field position here.
Yeah, they're going to have nice field position to start this drive.
Smart play by Nick Lynn there. This is something little that I noticed. Let the ball roll out of bounds. He didn't try to jump on it or anything like that. Just let it roll out of bounds. Great play.
9:31 to go. 57-40, Greyhounds leading.
Veteran personnel here for the Strawn Greyhounds. They got 2 senior running backs in there along with Casey Nunez as the quarterback. Casey Nunez, good young quarterback.
Greyhounds will come to the line on first down, 1st and 15 from their own 35. Red right formation. Nunez under center. He's going to drop straight back, looking to throw. Gets a block. He's going to sling it deep.
Wow, look at that throw.
At the 20. That's Colby Morton all the way down to the 1-yard line. Great pass by Casey Nunez. That was a great pass.
On cue, I was just saying how good of a quarterback he's been for this team, and he makes one of the best throws I've seen all night and all season from him. That was a beautiful throw.
Great pass and a great catch.
I mean, he looks like a quarterback out there.
And they're going to go no huddle here. Red right formation. Nunez under center once again.
Robert Hinkson getting the ball.
Robert Hingson's going to get it right up the middle, and he barrels his way. There is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if that wasn't offsides. We'll see if it stands. If it does, give Robert Hinkson another touchdown. Touchdown is good. Robert Hinkson. 8:52 to go in the third quarter. 63-40. The Greyhounds have it, and Robert Hinkson is the man on the kick for the PATs. Snap's good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it's good also.
His kicks just get better as the night goes on.
65-40.
I know we're giving a lot of credit to Robert Hinkson and those running backs, Jesse Corona and them, Iron Mike, but how poised did Casey Nunez look on that throw? I mean, that looked like a veteran QB throw right there. I mean, that was beautiful. Casey Nunez, sophomore QB. I mean, how often do you see that from a sophomore QB? Very poised. Definitely has good coaching right there. That's all coaching. Staying poised in that pocket.
Now you would like to see the defense make a stand here and give them a chance to extend that lead even further.
Strawn already surpassing the point total that they had from last week. You love to see that from the offensive standpoint, but this defense has to get some stops here. I know they're up 25 points, but Coach Lee never settles. He wants to beat everybody by 45. He wants to win every game by 45.
You know, this is a key moment here. You got a chance to really extend your lead,
demoralize their offensive standpoint here.
You know, keep the foot on the gas, keep the pressure on them, and if you can make a stop here, that's really going to help you. They're going to kick it deep to Pope. He's going to take it at the 10-yard line. Right up the middle he goes. Now he's going right, and he's got room to run. Gets it to the 30, to the 35, a stiff arm there. Cuts it back at the 40. 45 still going down to the 30, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Mason Pope, and that's a grown man return. The senior, number 7. He is so hard to bring down.
He has made some spectacular runs today, and that one was a good one too. That's going to put them inside Greyhound territory down to the 29-yard line, 1st and 15.
I mean, that's not what you wanted to see early on for the Greyhounds here, but they still have a chance to make some plays here. Kind of hold that. They have really struggled holding people when they get inside that Greyhound territory. They've really struggled all season, both games, holding them. So let's see if they can kind of muster up some strength here and get a stop.
It was. Lions come to the line. They're going to go spread formation.
New formation.
Unbalanced to the left. Now they're going to bring a man in motion.
Twins right.
Twins right. Spread right. Dunsworth's going to take it. Going to give it to Pope. Pope looking to throw. He's going to go up the middle. He's got room to run. He's going to tuck it. He's got speed onto the outside 20-10 over at the down to the 5-yard line. Jesse Corona makes a touchdown saving tackle there. And this is not what you want to see. You want to see this defense come in and make a play there.
I mean, Mason Pope is just all over the field. We can't stop him.
And they're really starting to turn him loose and letting him run.
They're starting to let him take the reins of this offense, and he is definitely taking advantage. I mean, he is some of the best ball carrier vision I've seen in a long time. He is running.
First and goal for the Lions inside the 5-yard line. Spread formation. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man once again. They're going to give it to, they're going to shovel it forward, and it falls on the ground incomplete. That was Dunsworth.
Trying something different there.
It was intended for Teddy Ogden, but it just fell incomplete.
I want to point out on that long run by Mason Pope, the people that were rushing, the two ends that were rushing the quarterback, did a good job of containing him. They draw him to the middle of the field, to your linebackers. I mean, unfortunately, with Mason Pope, he's definitely going to make some plays. I mean, that's what you want, though. You want them to drive him in the middle of the field.
Second down and goal for the Lions inside the 5. And like you said, I've noticed this several times. They take a long time coming out of that huddle. Spread formation, trips to the right. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man. He's going to pitch it to Pope right. He's going to cut it up the middle, and there's not a lot of room to go, but he breaks 2 tackles. Now 3 tackles, still going, and finally gets knocked out of bounds.
That ball came out.
And they said to keep it clock running.
That ball did come out. Unfortunately, the Dallas Lutheran Lions maintain possession of the ball.
It's going
there.
to be third down here, third and goal from the 7. We'll call it the 7.
Dallas incorporating some motion plays here. That motion is to detect what kind of defense the Strawn Greyhounds are in, whether it's man or zone. That motion is going to play a little bit of mind games for the Greyhounds here.
They'll come out unbalanced left formation out of the gun. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man. Dunsworth's going to take it and give it to Pope going up the middle. He's going to cut it outside looking for room to run. And he is bottled up, and he flips it forward. And I believe he was past the line of scrimmage on that pass. We'll have to wait and see what that call is. It's kind of hard to, like, he just shoveled it forward, but I think he had already crossed the line of scrimmage. They're going to wave the flag off, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and goal for the Lions.
Hey, something I want to point out here, Strawn holding them, just like we were talking about. They're holding them inside their territory. 4th down situation here.
Big play here for the Greyhounds. 4th down and goal from the 8-yard line. We'll call it the 8.
Strawn wasn't too aggressive there also. They did have a man back. I believe they rushed 2 instead of 3 and turned that middle man into a spy. Kind of contained Mason Pope a little bit. Let's see.
Unbalanced left formation once again. Bryson Dunworth's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Pope going left. Looking to throw or run. He's going to throw it up. He does have a receiver, and it's caught for the touchdown. That's going to be number 18, Bryce Dunworth. But there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding against the line, so that'll take the points off the board.
Touchdown saving penalty right there.
So instead of it being 4th and goal from the 9-yard line or 8-yard line, it's going to be 4th and goal
from the
18-yard line.
Wow, I mean, so Dallas did something interesting there. You know, Bryce Dunsworth, their main QB, their under center QB, or however you may say it. He went out on a route. They gave the ball to Mason Pope, threw it for a pitch, and he went out on a route. Something different there for the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
And something we don't talk about very often, but this is 4th down fumble rule is in effect, so they can't fumble it. You can't advance it.
Here we go.
Spread formation, twins to the right. Dunsworth will take it. He's having trouble with it. Gets it to Pope, and almost too late. Pope's got a lot of time, and he's got receivers. He's going
got
for
nowhere
it,
to go.
and he's not going to get it. He gets knocked out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Look who knocked him out of bounds. That's going to be Robert Hinkson.
Shout out Robert Garcia.
Yeah, shout out to my buddy Robert. So that's going to turn it over on downs. 1st and goal for the Greyhounds.
What were we just talking about? Strawn, big play, big stop there. Haven't seen a lot of stops inside their own territory there. I mean, that's a bright spot. You need to highlight that play, especially in the film room. Coach Lee's going to be like, hey, look, we're making strides on defense. We finally got to stop in our own territory. Look, we're making strides. You guys keep doing your job. We're going to keep getting much better. Let's see what they run on offense here.
1st down and 15 for the Greyhounds at their own 6-yard line. T formation. Nunez under center. He's going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right. He's got a lot of blockers, and he's down the sidelines.
He's gone.
One man, can he get him? He's not going to catch him. 20-10-5, touchdown, Michael Barcenas.
And
no flag.
I want to point out that that's Strawn's longest touchdown of the season. Where were they at? Was it the 3-yard line?
6-yard line.
The 6-yard line. That's Strawn's longest touchdown of the season. And, I mean, who else but the speedster Iron Mike,
yeah.
Michael Barcenas. I mean, he turned on the Jets.
There was some good blocking and blocking downfield. That was a great play there by the Greyhounds to extend that lead.
The blocking was so good, Case and Nunez had to turn around to find someone to block.
That's
and
right.
the running back just runs right by him.
Robert Hinkson, the man on the kick for the Greyhounds. Nice kick.
It looks so easy for him.
Yeah, it does, like it's so effortlessly. 6:26 to go in the third. 73-40. The Greyhounds extend their lead over the Dallas Lutheran Lions.
Strawn up by 33. As compared to last year, it was a 2-point game.
Yes.
Granted, it's very early, still very early in the game. I mean, but Strawn's looking good.
This is another one of those moments. You make a stand here, you put another score on the board, you've got your foot on the gas. It's going to be hard for them to recover from that.
You know, I want to say this. It's definitely too early to tell, but this is my take. You know, if you're Dallas Lutheran, you're inside that Strawn territory. You've been scoring all game, and they finally get a stop, and they're up 30. I mean, that's kind of demoralizing. They're going to have to muster up some confidence and strength here. I know Strawn's feeling really good on that sideline right now.
Yes, for sure. They've done a really good job this game. Eliminated a lot of the problems that they had last week. You can see this is a totally different team. They've played like a totally different team. They're better than they were last week, and I expect them to continue to get better.
Oh, definitely. Especially with Coach Lee at the helm, he's not going to take mediocrity for an answer at all. They're definitely going to keep getting better and better. Look out for these Strong Greyhounds. They're definitely a good team, good up-and-coming young team.
Robert Hinkson tees it up for the Greyhound. Mason Pope back deep for the Lions. Nice.
That's a
whip
beautiful
kick. That is
onside
a great one there, and it bounces in there. And who's
That's
got
going to
it?
be covered.
That's going to be Jesse Corona that's going to recover it. And did you see how he shielded the ball? He got his body in between the defender.
I mean, that's a senior play right there. That is a senior
play by
play.
Jesse Corona to make that play.
And what were we just saying? That honestly almost looked like a lapse in judgment by the Dallas Lutheran special teams. I mean, I feel like they're just demoralized right now. They need to get a stop here on their part.
1st and 15 for the Greyhounds after the onside kick at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Strawn looking really strong here on offense.
Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Going to drop straight back, looking to pass. He's going to flip it out to Jesse Corona. It's just a little bit high and goes through his hands. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Greyhounds.
Just want to point out on that play real quick, I knew he threw it short, and he did have the guy short, but downfield, I mean, he had 2 guys open. I would expect them to go back to that play. That play's been working for them all night. You saw a receiver from the Strawn side holding his hand up. I mean, he was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Hey, I got a name for your number 8.
Oh yes,
great.
Give us that right now.
It's Braylon Schupbach, Schupbach.
They're going to flip it out to Jesse Corona, and he's going to be drug out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 yards. Braylon Schubach.
Shout out to the young man.
It's a coach's son, youngest son, and he's a freshman.
Shout out to the young freshman. Early on,
he's been out there making plays.
Absolutely. The coach's son definitely out there making some plays. Shout out to him.
There's a penalty marker on the field after that second down play. We'll wait and see what the call
head
is.
Coach's son. I don't think that's the head coach's son. But anyway.
Braylon Schubach.
Someone's upset because I hadn't seen that in the comments on the YouTube. I've got 3 places to look and the field. I'm running the camera. So sorry I didn't
Shout
get
out to
that.
Julie. She's doing an excellent job running the show over here. Doing an excellent job.
Face mask against the lines. That's going to tack on 15 yards. That'll make it a first down for the Greyhounds inside the 20.
I mean, Strawn's they continue to just roll down the field. Granted, it was a penalty. I mean, they're just rolling down the field. They're looking really hard to stop right now.
Red right formation for the Greyhounds. First and 15 from the 16-yard line. Nunez under center. He's going to give it to Michael Barcenas. Cuts off to the outside, and he fights his way down to inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. Nice pickup on the play there.
I want to point out that they got number 29, Manuel Rivera, the junior. They got him in there in place of Robert Hinkson on that play, and, I mean, he did a good job getting out there.
Second down for the Greyhounds inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7.
A little bit of a younger personnel here for the Greyhounds.
Casey Nunez will bring them to the line. Red right formation. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. And they're going to give it to Barcenas going right. Got a line of blockers just to the 5, down to the 1. No call. Going to be short of the line to gain.
Penalty on the play here.
There is a penalty marker down. We'll wait and see what that call is.
It is the head coach's son.
What's his name again? Braylon
Schubach.
Braylon.
Braylon Schubach.
Wait and see what the call is here. It looks like it's going to be against.
And thank you guys for giving us that info. Appreciate that. Sorry I didn't see it sooner.
Offsides on the defense. So I don't understand this. And I don't think he was down to the 1-yard line. Why would you take that penalty?
I'm not sure.
That would have been first and goal.
Yeah, now you're half the distance to the goal instead of being on the 1-yard line. Granted, you give up a down, second and half the distance from the goal now.
But it would have been first and goal from the 1.
That is, yeah, I'm not
Red
too
right
sure
formation,
there.
it probably is not going to matter here. They're going to go bootleg right, and he is under heavy pressure. He's going to throw it up. Hughes for the touchdown.
It doesn't get easier than that.
Easy pitch and catch for Casey Nunez and Alex Hughes for the score.
Shout out Casey Nunez for selling that fake. I mean, he drew everybody away from that pass right there. They definitely thought it was going to be a dive because that's what Strawn's been running every time they get in the goal line. They've been running a dive. Easiest touchdown for Alex Hughes he's ever going to get.
Snap is low. Fire. The ball's on the ground, and it is going to be no good.
Yeah.
5:54 to go in the third quarter. 79-40 your score. The Greyhounds extend their lead, and they have a 39-point lead.
Something I want to point out here, Strawn's up by 39. If they score one more time, the game's over. The game's over. So if Strawn can get a stop here, the pressure is really on for Dallas Lutheran Lions right here. Of course, six-man football has that 45-point rule after halftime or when halftime begins. If you're up by 45 points, the game does end. So Strawn, being up 39 points, Strawn gets a stop here and they score. The game's over. We're all going home early.
This second half has been just it's just really gone the Greyhounds' way. They come right out and score. The score before half was huge because it gave them
the confidence.
And then they come back out and score again. That's a 16-point swing in a matter of about 2 plays.
16 seconds, theoretically.
Yes.
Never mind.
I mean, I want to point out what we've been bragging about for the past 2 games, how Coach Lee's halftime adjustments are.
And
they're really good.
He definitely made some good halftime adjustments here. Robert Hinkson will tee it up for the Greyhounds. Mason Pope back deep for the Lions. And we're going to get another onsider here, and this is another
great onside kick.
Nice catch. but it's picked up, brought back to the 40, across down to the 34-yard line.
Like I was saying, Dallas Lutheran, the pressure's on for them. They have 5:49 left to go in the third quarter, down by 39 points. You cannot let Strawn get another score here. They have to score here. I would expect Mason Pope to get the ball every single play here. Every single play.
First and 15 for the line, on 35-yard line.
The Lions will start inside Greyhound territory at about the 33-yard line. Spread formation, Trent twins to the left. Dunsworth the up man, Pope the deep man. Dunsworth's going to take it, give it to Pope, looking to throw. Got all sorts of time, rolling to his left. Going to cut it up, and he's going to run. Breaks a tackle at the 30, but it is immediately wrapped up by another defender, and that's going to be Michael Barcenas that makes the tackle there.
Something I want to point out there on the defensive stop right there, Robert Hinkson does get a hand on him. That guy's quick. He does slow him down a little bit, allows Mike to get a good, nice, solid form tackle on him, allows him to bring him down. I mean, that's a good defensive play right there.
You're starting to see the Greyhounds swarm to the ball. That's something that you didn't see last week, and you're starting to see that there. There's going to be, better gang tackling.
That strong secondary is really starting to show up.
Second down for the Lions. Trips to the right. Spread formation. Dunsworth the up man. Mason Pope the deep man. Dunsworth will take it, give it to Pope going right.
Fumbles it.
Ball is on the floor, picks it up, and he's still having trouble with it. Ball's down.
And the Greyhounds are going to recover the ball.
Recover it. That's going to be number 3, Robert Hinkson, that recovers it. Great play there.
And
it was just bad luck by Mason Pope. He couldn't hold on to it, and then it hit his foot, and he kicked it right to Robert Hinkson.
Something I want to point out, once again, the pressure was on. And look what happens. They do make a mistake in the most costly of times.
4:51 in the third. 79-40, the Greyhounds lead it, and they have the ball at their own 35-yard line.
And if Strawn does score here, they only need 6 points to end this game, and then we all get to go eat at Mary's Cafe.
Robert Hinkson has made play after play after play. He was just Johnny on the spot. He was luckily he was right time, right place.
I mean, it looks like he's a magician out there. He's just always popping up at the end of the play, making the play. I mean, he's just out there. That's their player of the game so far, ladies and gentlemen.
Nunez brings them to the line. T formation. They're going to give it. That's going to be Corona looking to throw, and he's got a receiver deep on the backside. Colby Gordon, and he is overthrew him. Man, what a play. It was there. The backside pass was there.
I love to see that. I love to see the confidence to stop on a dime and throw the backside. He was wide open. Later on the season, I mean, that's going to be a touchdown all day, every day.
Now we got second and 15 for the Hounds.
Second down and 15 for the Greyhounds at their own 35-yard line. T formation. Casey Nunez brings them to the line. They're going to give it to, they're going to bootleg it. That's another one of those bootleg plays. Throwing back to Jesse Corona. Caught it in and out of his hands at about the 25-yard line. And there was nothing but green pastures.
That had chicken fried steak written all over it. I mean, that was the ending of the game right there. That was the ending of the game right there.
He might have had some gravy on his hands in that
yeah,
one.
Maybe so.
Third down and 15 for the Greyhounds.
Casey Nunez, he makes a perfect throw. Sometimes that happens, though. Just
nice bootleg, too.
Perfect. I mean, he's selling the fakes.
Good. Casey Nunez brings them to the line, T formation. They're going to give it to Michael Barcenas going on to the right. He catches the corner, gets to the 30, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. First and 15 for the Greyhounds.
We have a timeout here on the field.
We'll take a timeout on the field.
And I'm going to take a read of a few of our sponsors. The Pack-A-Sack in Strawn is your one-stop spot for whatever you need. Gas, diesel, groceries, deer corn, hunting and fishing license, ice, snacks, and fountain drinks. The grill offers weekday lunch specials and menu items like a delicious cheeseburger or a quesadilla, along with those quick grab items like corn dogs, burritos, and Crispitos.
They even offer fresh-baked Hunt Brothers pizza. Friendly service with a place to sit and eat. Be sure and stop by the Pack-A-Sack today.
We're talking about all these good food spots here, and it's starting to get me hungry.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was about to starve to death at halftime.
I'm about to order some New York Hill.
Yeah, New York Hill, thank you for sponsoring. We got New York Hill and Mel's Diner over in Mingus. Some more good food. I got good food all over the place here. So y'all be sure and when you go out to eat, drop by one of these places. Tell them thanks for sponsoring the Strawn streaming football games by MicroplexNews.com.
All these food joints also have Facebook accounts. You guys can go check out the menu on their Facebook page. They also have websites. You can check out the menu there. Shout out to all our sponsors.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say on MicroplexNews.com/Strawn football. On that page, all their banner ads click through to their
Greyhounds come out of the timeout. T formation. Casey Nunez under center. And they're going to have to take a timeout here.
Sean, Coach Lee just saw something little. He wants to talk over here. I'm sure there's going to be a short timeout. He just saw something little here.
Play clock was down.
Play clock was down? Okay, that would make sense. He's right now looking at Coach Lee. He's pretty animated in the huddle, and they're up 39. He's saying, you guys need to get to the line. You guys need to hustle to the line. That's exactly what he's saying right now.
Yeah, no time to wait. We're not messing around here. We don't walk to the line. We run.
Coach Lee's trying to go home. Maybe one score, and he's trying to go home.
He's ready to go get Mary's.
He's had a really good coaching game so far today. He's definitely ready to go get some chicken fried steak, I'm sure of it.
Casey Nunez will bring them to the line. T formation for the Greyhounds. 1st and 15 from the 24. They're going to give it. They're going to bootleg it again. It's wide open once again. He's under heavy pressure, and the ball comes out. But he's able to fall on it. He's going to lose about 11 yards on the play back to the 35-yard line.
It looked like one of the routes that Strawn ran got stopped up. Maybe he tripped up, or maybe he just kind of got a slow release on it. But the person that was going to the left pylon at the end of the end zone, he was not open at all. He was covered the whole way. He did have someone on the backside, but that's a really hard throw to make when you got that much pressure on him. Great play on the Dallas Lutheran side. 2nd and long here for the Greyhounds.
2nd down, 25 for the Greyhounds. And see, once again, that the clock's ticking down on them. The play clock's down to 10, and they're not even out of the huddle yet.
I'm sure Coach Lee isn't pleased about that, but they definitely got time to play with.
Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it. He's going to give it. Robert Hinkson is going to throw it up to Colby Morton. He catches it at the 10, at the 11-yard line. Great catch by Colby Morton, and that's going to be just short of the 1st down.
Nice makeup of gaining some ground there on the sack from the Dallas Lutheran side. We got a 3rd and short here for the Greyhounds.
3rd down and about
short though.
A long 2, a short 3. Just sitting at about the 11.5-yard line. They need to get to the 9.
Robert Hinkson in the game. I wouldn't doubt
T
if he gets the ball
formation.
here.
Nunez going to give it to Hinkson on going to the right. He's got a wall, and he walks the dog for a touchdown. Robert Hinkson scores it with 2:46 to go, and that's going to make it. That's your ball game, 85-40. Your Strawn Greyhounds over the Dallas Lutheran Lions. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
And thank you guys for sponsoring. I'll name them off once again. Thank you, Reese and Ryan, for announcing the game. Y'all do a great job. We've gotten lots of compliments on y'all, and appreciate it.
Yes, Julie, thank you so much.
Ryan, final thoughts?
Final thoughts? That's definitely an improvement from the last game, as you can definitely tell from being 45 to 45ing a team. Also want to point out last year, Strawn did come out on top, beat them by 2. This time they 45 them. We're seeing great strides, especially on the defensive side. I loved what I saw on the Strawn
defense. They really
defense.
came out this week. The blocking was fabulous. I can't stress enough how good the blocking was and how good of a job of blocking they did. The guys that score the touchdowns get all the glory, but them guys that are blocking, they're the ones that get them there.
Those
guys did a great job. The passing was good, way better. The defense was better. Still had a few hiccups on defense, but they're looking better. They're improving, and that's what we want to see in this young, strong Greyhound team. So, anyway, once again, 85-40, your score. The Greyhounds win it over the Dallas Lutheran Lions. We'll see y'all next week in Gordon, Texas.
And that's going to be an exciting game. I cannot wait to cast that one. That's going to be
it's going to be awesome. Gordon ranked number 1 in state. So
Strawn down there, what was Strawn ranked?
Strawn's
37?
way down the list. So it's going to be they'll be heavy underdogs, but hey, you know what? When Strawn and Gordon come to play, throw it out the window and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next week.
Okay. Appreciate you, Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant. What do I got here? Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, Clear Fork Bank, and Mel's Diner in Mingus. Thank y'all so much for making this possible. And thank all y'all for watching. And we'll see you next week.